Are we live? We're live. What is going on? Sorry, guys. My it's so bizarre. My streaming service does not say we're live right now. That was bizarre. Bizarre. That's so weird, but we are live, right? Let me just double check something here. I'm losing my mind. Oh, crazy. I honestly, I wish I could show you I wish I could show you what my screen looked like. Anyways, whatever. We're here. We're here. We get some football stuff. We've got some what else do we have? We get some Rumble stuff. We get a lot of stuff coming at you, but more importantly, let's get going with our fire intro. Football, football. It's football time in the football house. We'll kick the ball, pass the ball, run the ball, touch your balls. Football time in the football house. Football time. Let's get a football mouse. We kick the ball, touch the ball. Ooh, we like the football. It's football time in the football house. Football time, football house, football time. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Rock and roll. Feel free to do something with that gold, if you will. Let's see who's here. We got Jesse Madden the Street, Boylan, JKs. Who else? We the People, Stubbs, Charmy, Daniel's here, and Wade, Cameron, Quinlan, Rovendale, Ryan Muse, JC, Patrick Coyne, Orion Flinger, J7, Daniel Lopes, Borland, Karen. Big tickets here. Everybody's here. Footy ball. Are you saying the audio's off, J7? Is the audio off? What's going on? What's going on? Let me see. No, the audio's good, dude. That's your fault, J7. Your fault. All right, we get some fun stuff today. Here's what I can tell you. Let me see. Let me see if I can share screen here and show you the goodness, the good shit that we're going to be talking about today. I don't know if it was announced live yet, but I have it in the DMs, something that I can share with you. Let's see. There is an update to the OTM Rumble. The OTM Rumble, we have an update, and look at this. They doubled the gosh darn prize pool. So what they did, we're still seeing first be 1,500, second 1,000, but guess what? Top 1,000 are getting paid this week. The top 1,000. So we've gone from 300 to the top 1,000, which honestly, like, what a huge difference. What a huge difference. Shout out on the moment. It was cool for them to make an adjustment like that, especially because they're getting over 7,000 people. So we have a $20,000 prize pool up from the $10,000. Pretty big. Got us a little, get the juices flowing, baby. Got the juices flowing. So that's going to be fun. I also like that they flattened it out, right? Instead of doubling it up with the same 300 and going like 3,000, 2,000, whatever. Keeping the top 100 pretty much, keeping like the top pretty much what it was. But then here you go. You can see the biggest adjustment, right? 351 through 550 is getting $15. And then just a bunch of people getting some 10 buckaroos, 551 to 1,000. We love to see it. Shout out on the moment. I'll be excited to build some Rumble lineups on Friday. And then again on Sunday, just a reminder. So we have the Friday show at noon, and then Sunday. Me and John Boy Skeets will be building some lineups, diving into the foosball, doing all that stuff. So again, shout out on the moment. That's very exciting. We love to see it. We're also going to have TJ come on the show next week. We're going to have TJ come on the show next week, and we're going to, dive into everything that's happening over in OTM, both like Rumble, maybe some TOC stuff, maybe a bunch of stuff going on. I'm going to play a video real quick because I just heard a loud bang behind me. And, with the weather being what it is, we're going to give you a little breaking news video real quick. All right, breaking news. Nothing happened. It was my neighbors. Okay, but we were panicking. Okay, let's dive into the playbook. So the playbook came out a little bit earlier. I kind of give me a heads up, guys. If you're going to give it out an hour earlier, it's kind of nice when we all digest the information together. But to stay true to my form and to my craft, I didn't look at a damn thing. But let's take a look at the playbook. And because I'm just kidding. I have looked at it. I've seen some, I don't know if frustration's the right word, but I think there's some people firing off some takes. And I think we should talk about it a little bit. Changed jackets. You still cold? You mean from this morning? I just washed myself, dude. Took a shower, used some condish. Yeah, I got to get a haircut though. Shit's getting wild back here. You can't really tell, but it is getting out of control. There's a lot going on. Ask TJ about injuries, yardage going forward, so people stop selling injured players. I will ask TJ about that, but TJ works for Own the Moment and not NFL All Day, so he might have some answers. I just don't know if they will be about NFL All Day. Anyways, that's like the good, fun stuff we have. Get some fur. There we go, Tom. We do need some fur. Do I have any fur? No fur. No fur in this house. You guys can't tell, but my closet, I have a closet of hanging clothes right there. What are we doing? What are we talking about? First my hair, then my clothes. What next? Don't shave until you win OTM? Fuck, that's going to take a while. That's going to take a while. All right, let's take a look at the playbook because I'm excited to again, listen, you can agree or disagree with a lot of stuff that's happening. I'm here for those conversations. I think that's good to have dissension amongst the crowd. I think it's good. What I like the most though, and this is the same thing I'm going to keep hammering home. I think it's one of the bigger differences between what we've seen Top Shot do and what we've seen NFL All Day do. I know they're different products, but they're continuing to pull levers. They're continuing to try different stuff. They're seeing what sticks and what doesn't stick. They're clearly listening to the community, but not too much, which is it's a tough needle to thread. So I'm excited that they're continuing to tweak stuff, and they did it again. They did it again this week. So let's pull this up here. Also, shut up Momentum Labs there. Although is my face blocking off Momentum Labs? Oh no, you know what I'll do? I'll give them a little branding here at the top. There we go. Bang. All right. So here we go. I like the first pack that doesn't require the burn. So yeah, let's talk about it. I feel like what they've done is allowed you. Actually, before I break it down, let's just see what we can do here first. All right. So what are the available plays for this week? You have 5 yards, purchase a moment. There you go. They changed it so you don't have to log in every day, which was funny because that wasn't something that I thought about being important. But then I've realized looking at Twitter and in the Discord, some of you guys have lives, which blew me away. But apparently some of you don't log in 5 to 12 times a day. And it's good to see that you don't have to worry about that anymore. So now for logging in, you only got to do that shit on days where we have foosball. So Thursday, Sunday, Monday, that's where you get your login streak. You still, however, get the daily visit rewards. But same thing, Thursday, Sunday, Monday. You no longer need to do it on off days, just on the on days. I'm realizing what that loud noise was. I think is that old school New York heater went on. The clang clang in the basement. Clang 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 with the trolley. Do you guys remember that? Is that I'm doing references for my dead grandma. That's what I'm doing right now. She loved Meet Me in St. Louis, though. Meet me in St. Louis, Louis. All right, here we go. The Monday Night Challenge is worth 15 full yards. The end of the week still worth 15. Sunday slate still a beefy 25. Sunday Night Football is a 15-yard challenge. Same thing for Thursday. But this is where they hammered us with some interesting stuff. We've got a Thursday night pregame pick, open entry, do what you want. Sunday pregame pick, open entry. Sunday pregame pick, collector entry. This is the one, collector entry. You need the moments of those players in order to do it. And then Sunday night pregame, Monday night pregame. So they add, and these are all worth 5 now, except for the one where you own a moment. So I kind of like this. I kind of like this quite a bit. Also, look at TJ in the streets. Good to see TJ here. I like this. I like that they are tweaking it again. I think that's what's important. I like that they're leaning into the pregame pick stuff so that if you are someone who doesn't own a shit ton of moments, like you can still participate in the playbook in a meaningful way. They've also changed it, right? So before, in order to get any of the premium rewards, you needed to burn them all. You need to burn these 5 moments to unlock the tasks, right? However, the adjustment that's been made, I believe right here, tier 2 banner, that's a free reward. Okay, that's not what I wanted to go to. But the playbook reward 1-star pack. So if you get up to 30 yards and you're like, hey, this is probably all I can do. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the rest of them because I suck at the playbook or whatever reason you choose not to. You could still get one of the rewards. And I think this is a nice thing. I think this is good. I think, again, this is whatever. I know it's the same group of 15 people out here doing this shit, right? But as this continues to grow, we hope, and more users come in, I think this is an easier way to be introduced to like the gamification of the product, right? So you're not being forced to, like, if you're new and you come in and you don't have a ton of collecting experience, this is maybe your new first time like NFT experience, whatever, right? Because a lot of people moving into the NFL all day product, I imagine, don't have a ton of NFT experience moving forward, right? So you come in and then you're telling me the first thing I got to do is burn 5 of the things that I just got in order to maybe participate in this playbook, because it's not even guaranteed that you're going to be able to. I can see that as a daunting thing and a turnoff for some people. So by doing this, where you have a handful of things, right? You have, all right, purchasing a moment gets you 5 yards, right? Just by logging in. All right. You get 4 yards here. That's 9 plus 6, 10, 15. So we're up to 15 yards right here. We're up to 15 yards just from there. And then say you do well in the Thursday night open entry, right? So that's what, 20 yards. The Sunday open entry, 25. Sunday, that's the collector one. But then there's the Sunday night and the Monday. You can get up to like 40 yards without having to go ham, and you can be a relatively new user. Now, that doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get all of those yards, because you still got to pick those things correctly. But I think that's just a user-friendly way to introduce this. It gives everybody a little bit of a sweat without having to, just like ball out in the marketplace or make sure that you have the bottleneck Rashad Penny. But, however, if you do want to go after the rest of this shit, right? Like, because after we get to this first 30-yard pack, which again is a 1-star, so you're just getting a common base set moment, then you're like, okay, I got to burn. The other thing they did, because then we get to 40 yards, there you go, there's a 2-star. The other thing that happened, right? And I saw there was some conversation around this. Sorry, I can't like, can anyone else do this? I can't like scroll to the right. I think that's so bizarre. I don't know why. Oh my God, I'm a fish. I didn't realize you could click it. Anyways, if you go to the 5-star reward, you'll notice now that it's just one moment. It's just one moment and it's one rare. And I think a lot of people were like, dude, are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? How are you going to just give me one moment? I just got hurry yards here. You kidding me? Like, what are you doing? And fall day, what are you doing? I did a hurry yards. You just going to give you one moment all day. What are you doing? Just one moment, one rare moment. Let's start FL day. What are you doing, deal? What are you doing? I just got hurry yards. This is what happens. I have too many streams this week, so you just have to lean in and enjoy this. Drink it in. Take it in. But this is what they did. Before you freak the F out, they added another, here you go, at the 50-yard marker, right? Congratulations, you're halfway there. So there you go. You get one common base or two moments, one common base or special edition moment. You're getting the same amount of moments. So do me a favor, delete your tweet, okay? It's the same amount of moments. It's just an extra pack. I think a lot of people are like, gosh darn it, I got to 80 yards again. I was so damn close. If I could just get to 100, I feel like I should have opened more packs, dude. Let me open. So now this is like another opportunity. You get to another thing. Yeah, exactly. And then we can all get to 50 yards and go, living on a prayer. Right? We can all do that together. So I think this is really positive stuff. I'm into it. I think this is like, we can break down some, like, there's a little bit more conversation, I think, happening about like, do rares matter in general? I think that's a fine conversation to have. I think it's separate from the playbook right now. But again, just looking at this, there's a total of 130 yards, I believe you can get 125 or 130. So you're still going to have to do some of these challenges. But again, I just like that we can do this shit here with the Thursday night pregame pick, the Sunday night pregame pick. You're adding more opportunity to have a vested interest in the platform without having to drop bags. And the thing that we've said about Top Shot from the very beginning, I'll shout out MBL because I know this was his take, even though he doesn't agree with how it's being implemented now. Finding ways to come to the platform without having to just buy shit or sell shit, right? This is more of a user experience. And I think that's what we're seeing. You're like, okay, I got to pick who's going to win these games, or I got to pick who's going to get more yards, or all of that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm really into that. Diamond says, I'm looking forward to a collector's entry where we submit a moment from each team and choose the winner for yards, losing. Oh, yes. Now we're talking, Diamond. I love this. So you have to put up Cooper Kupp versus Debo Samuel. You put up a moment. And maybe, this would have to be worth like something, right? You put up a moment, and you're like, okay, if Debo gets more yardage than Cooper, then great, you get the reward. And if he doesn't, Cooper gets or Debo gets burned, whatever. I like that. The other thing I was saying, like where it comes to some of these pregame picks, I was hoping to go that route too, not necessarily burning. I like that, but where like you're picking Debo versus Cooper most yards or something like that. But I love that idea. 7 moments as 60 yards now instead of 6. That's a plus in my opinion. There you go, regulator. But again, I'm into this, man. I think this is fun. Ultimately, Dapper wants to be the first place you go to daily outside of your email. Yeah, I think so too. Let me catch up on this. It will also incentivize users to be more engaged in the challenges because now even just completing one challenge might be worth it. Exactly. And Artemis says, sounds a lot like sports gambling. Artemis, we're out here stacking moments for like Naeem Hines, right? Why are you stacking Naeem Hines? Because you are gambling that with Jonathan Taylor potentially out, that he's going to pop off, and then the moment goes up. So yeah, it does. But so does this entire platform, which I know they're not allowed to say that, but that is how it's being gamified right now. That's how it's being gamified right now. Wow. I feel like I've been talking for just 12 straight hours. My voice is on fire right now. Any other takes on this playbook? Like I feel like I went like very positive. I went very positive, very hard on this playbook. Is there anything that stood out that you're like, hey, maybe we should talk about this for a second? Maybe it's not huge. Ooh, yeah. Artemis says that's why I asked about AD versus DK in the future, in the year 2000. But yeah, anything about the playbook that stood out that you were like, ah, man, I don't know. I think one of the things that has continued to come up is they're like, make rares matter. And there's some concern, and we'll actually go look at the playbook. I mean, at the marketplace in a second about where the floor is on rares. And it seems like we're propping up some of these commons because those are more likely to be used in the challenges. I listen, I totally agree that it's weird when we're seeing like, when we're seeing only common moments move or like that to be the more desired. This is what I would say. We're 5 weeks into a 17-week season. They have tweaked things every single week. The playbook, the challenges have looked similar, but they've tweaked things every single week. And so maybe this is blind faith. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame. Just shame. Like maybe this is my fault for having that excitement in it, but I would like to believe that whether we have a rare only challenge where you have to burn 3 rares in order to unlock premium rewards, whether I don't know how they're going to use it, but there's no way they tweak everything else and then never tweak that. The other thing that's come up, I know there's been some issue with what's the shit? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like using the wild cards willy-nilly, because then it like when you can use the wild cards, then the rares that are actually required for the challenge don't actually move, because instead of having 1,000 moments available, you have 4,000 moments available or 10,000 moments available. And I go back and forth where I do agree that rare should be like valued a little bit more than some of these commons like that. It is kind of silly if we're seeing like a $30-$40 floor in some of these. But I don't know. I also kind of like where things don't actually go ham I think the challenges should be hard, but I'm glad we're not seeing like wild bottlenecks, and maybe people disagree with that. Maybe people disagree with that take. Let's see. I think it's Mike says, I think the interesting thing will be when So Rare moves in the NFL. In my opinion, it will happen sooner than later. Yeah. That's true. I'm excited to talk a little bit more about So Rare in the coming days. It's definitely not happening this season, so I think they've got more time. They've got more room to run, but that's a good point. Tommy says keep the wild cards, but not so many wild cards. That challenge is too easy. Yeah. You know what I would do? Here you go. You want some spice? You want some spice? You can only use a wild card of the player who made the challenge. So, right, say you needed Amon-Ra St. Brown, the sun god. It'd only work if you had 2 of those moments. Nah, I don't think anyone's going to do that. Anyways, whatever. Let's see. Sorry, I tried to come up with an idea on the fly, and it was bad. When the week's first AD Playbook challenge cost over $300, I got discouraged. Yeah, and I think, again, if you are a new... But here's the thing. That's to get to 100 yards, though, right? And that's why I like the tweaks that they've made. This, to me, shows me that it is going to get harder moving forward with the tweaks that they made this week, by not forcing you to burn to participate early on, by making some of the stuff easier early on, by giving you more shots. Then, maybe the Sunday slate is like, you need a Lego, you need something like that. I don't know if they're going to do it, but it seems like it has an opportunity to do it in the future. All right, let me see what else we got. JC Dynasty said they should have a common playbook, a rare playbook, and a legendary win. Yeah. I can see that. I kind of like that we're all playing the same game, but I wonder. I wonder, do you think we'd feel differently if they were rolling out more of those like stoppers challenges that we saw last week, where you needed rares and legendaries? It's a good point, though, JC Dynasty. I don't hate that. Jay Light says the wild cards just seem weird so far. There's no reason to own a Goff for the end of the week when you could buy the cheapest. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can use a rare of someone already in the challenge as a wild card. So you would need to own 2 Goffs. If you own 2 Goffs, you can use the second Goff for a wild card for one of the other spots. That was what I was trying to come up with earlier, and I didn't do a good job saying it. What if wild cards are only historical moments? You know what, JKs? If I check your account and you have 1,000 historical moments, I'm going to ban you, okay? I don't want any solutions that pump your own bags. Market is just weird right now. People feel like they need to sell if a moment hits a challenge, even if it didn't move up. Yeah. Well, right, because I think where most of the action that we're getting in on right now is buying moments to hit challenges. So if you're not going to complete the challenge because you don't have some of the other moments, you're like, all right, I'll just sell this thing. Yeah. All right, let me see. What else we got? I don't know. I fully took advantage of wild cards last week to flip Rashad Penny to help pay for the first ever legendary. So it helped me do something I never thought possible. On the flip side, what did I do this week? I flipped, I had 2 Debos. So I flipped a Debo and I flipped, I had a second one that was in there too that I flipped so that I could go out there and buy the Stafford. So like I flipped 2 moments and then had to buy a moment and then, made like $8 off of doing that. But I was able to get to 100 yards, which was tight. Have an OT wild card where you can earn extra yards only on OT games, completely random. All right, that's wild. That's wild, regulator. Daniel, look at that. Daniel, seriously, look at that PFP, that avatar, dude. Daniel, you acting? You out there? Is that a headshot? You out there submitting stuff? I can see you on Lifetime, dude, just breaking people's hearts, men and women. I can see it. The heartthrob of Hallmark, Daniel Easterman. Sorry, dude. Again, weird energy. I had another coffee today and I showered in between shows and I'm running on fumes right now. I had an in real life show last night. Then Twitter had a meltdown when I got home. And then this morning we're doing a show. I got 2 more shows after this. Buckle the buckle up. All right. He says, it seems to me that they're trying to optimize or tweak for the lower end of the market, i.e. they are trying to expand the user base beyond the hardcore. This is a good thing. Totally agree. I think there's a way to do it so that we're not, and again, I'll look at the market in a second. I just don't feel like pulling it up yet. I think there's a way to do it without just decimating the rares and legendaries. Like there needs to be like, again, like common Jordan Juarez shouldn't be worth more than LeBron James. Okay. That's just where I land. And they need to make sure that doesn't happen here in the all day streets as well. What else we got? Flip 2 Mo Alley Cox. There you go. Winning. No, dude, just crush it, man. Just that. You don't need to update it. That's fire. I feel like Bandy's getting into it over there. I don't know what's going on. This is loud. It's loud in the other room. All right. I know they are hearing the feedback on the record. Absolutely. I mean, they are. And I, you know what I hope? I hope they had like an 8-week plan, right? I hope they had an 8-week plan and they were like, we're going to go through these 8 weeks and then we'll make the necessary adjustments we need to make as we keep going. Sorry, we're going to do a quick video again. I'm going to give you some more. I'll do an old school morning marketplace intro. Hold on one second. those sweet, sweet Hawaiian vibes. I don't know what my neighbors are doing. It sounds like straight midday sex, and I hope they're getting it. I hope they are. Honestly, I'm pro daytime smooching. It's loud. It's loud. It's concerning. It's concerning the noises that are happening. I'm frazzled now. Rich Buddy says, have any of the challenges been worth completing? Rich Buddy, how about this? All of them. I mean, if you have a lot of the moments, I do think it's fun. I mean, you're getting packs, dude. So, like, I've gotten a couple of rare Justin Fields. I've gotten a rare DeAndre Swift. And then if you'd like those, you can flip them to go buy some. I mean, if you don't like those, you can flip them to go buy some other stuff. But like for me, I remember I got the Swift, so I was able to flip the common Swift and just hold on to the rare Swift. I don't know. The sex bot is in the house, dude. Yeah, the sex bot is in the building. Market nothing but down since the removal of the Island Vibes intro, dude. That is true. Do you think they'll require burning more rare moments? I do think that's coming at some point. I do think at some point that will be coming, but I don't know when. Again, like I said, I hope they had a plan, and then like they're taking feedback in as they go, and then when they come towards the end of their plan, they'll make the necessary adjustments and then tweak it as necessary. But I like to think they seem pretty sharp over there. They seem to have their head on straight. They haven't yelled at anybody on Twitter in a while. I don't know. I think they're in good shape. They're in good shape. And I'll give them enough rope to hang themselves, I guess is what I'm saying. I'll give them enough rope to, some wiggle room to figure out what necessary adjustments they made. They haven't done anything to make me question too many things yet, all right, let's pop over to what's your highest Rumble win, if any? 0, dude. 0. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go first of all, shout out momentumlabs.app. So if you guys haven't been messing around with Momentum Labs, let's go over here for a second. Oh, I thought I had it pulled up, but that's on a different screen. So hold on one second. But yeah, let's take a look at Momentum Labs. If you haven't signed up for them yet, highly recommend it. John, he comes on the show on Sunday, he's on Shot Tank as well, puts together some fun projections for Rumble if that's your bag. You just get a lot of analysis for NFL All Day stuff still in beta, but if you're also in the Top Shot streets crying yourself to sleep every night, he's got some good content over there. However, he has sold some Top Shot moments, and based on Twitter, I have learned you are incapable of doing data and also selling moments. So it's tough. But check out Momentum Labs. I'm going to go over just to show you some of the analysis stuff over on NFL All Day. Here's his OTM Rumble projections. I don't know if they're updated for this week yet. So no, we're still on week 4. That usually comes tomorrow morning. But as you can see, he's got some ownership percentages on there. We got the ceiling, the median. And then when you scroll over, he gives you like the optimal lineup, talks about ownership, game stacks, lots of fun stuff. If you're in the fantasy streets, well worth diving in. Let's go over to Own the Moment and let's look at the market and talk about the rare shit that I was saying. And let me catch up on the chat here just for a second. The after challenge on All Day was not as severe this week. Yeah, I will say it did seem like a more natural leveling out versus aggressive dips, right? So let's look at tier. Let's just look at the rares. And then first let's look at low ask, and then we're going to look at 24-hour movement. So let's look at the low ask first and work our Patty Mahomes down to 1,100. Oh wait, no, that's a different one, right? No, that is his debut. Man, your boy sold that for 2,700. Sell at the top boy. Woo. All right, here we go. DJ Reed. Oh, glad I got that little check mark there. $35. Mykal Walker's 36. So we got a lot of defensive players, some historicals here. Dre Bly, Johnny Morton, shout out Matthew Judon, baby. The red sleeve monster for the New England Patriots, bro. Jamal Dean. So again, a lot of defensive players. But again, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Holy shit, 27, 28. 28 moments under $40. $40 for rare. So, yeah, I mean, that's not great. I don't think that's super duper great. But again, I don't know if there's a lot of those moments that you're in there trying to grab anyways. Like when we were scrolling through those, I don't know if those are moments you'd want. So I guess the argument could be like Traquan Smith, fine, dude. He's not playing anymore, or he's playing, you know what I mean? But like it makes sense to me that this is on the lower end. I think a better comp is if we start at the top and then work our way down and try to find what feels like deals or like really underpriced moments. But let me see. Also, sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. Is there anything going on there? Hit show 60. How many below 50? We're going to be doing that forever if I do that. Let's start at the top though. Check out all the Mahomes debut sales last night. All right, Nindy Manor. Let's do it. How low did it go? How low can go? All right, 99999, and then we got back down to 1015. All right, 999. Recent transactions. Here we go now. Whoa. Are you guys in a private Discord telling people to buy? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see if I know any of these names. Richard Seifer. I know Richard Seifer. Shout him out. Nebraska Chase sounds familiar too. Wow, a lot of Patty Mahomes buys last night. Congrats to everybody. So it goes Mahomes, Herbert, Trevor Lawrence. Now these are all debuts. Makes sense. Then you got Tommy Brady, Micah Parsons, Buffalo Bills is up there. Cooper Kupps. These are debuts, which is all nice. Deebs, Pat Mahomes again, Matt Ryan, Tua. All right, but I'm not, man. Amon-Ra. We need to pump the Amon-Ra bags. Get the Sun God back up to the moon. Jalen Hurts is down too. Wow, man, I'm down bad. I want to, let's show 100 moments. Dude, let's show 100 moments here. Let's start down sub 100. Let's see if anything looks weird sub 100, right? T. Higgins debut at 107. Love T. Higgins. Goff is at 106. So that like pumped and then down, then pumped and then down. Mike Williams, there you go. That's still his debut. Man, I love Terry McLaurin, but goddamn Carson Wentz. Debo, Penny, CeeDee Lamb sub 100. Man, down on a lot of these moments. Godwin sub 100. Anything else stand out to you guys? Excuse me. Saquon Barkley. All right, we need another video, guys, because I'm going to cough. You guys want a mental health check? Let's get a mental health check going. Let's see. How about some HJs? I'm sorry. Wow, you got rugged. I'm sorry this didn't come with a hand job. I just don't think it's included in the airdrops. That's stylistically, that's tough to include that in an airdrop. To the House said some of those came out of those $259 packs. Yeah, I mean, I'm someone who got two. Someone who got a $259 pack, and I think both of those are bad. I think I got like $100 out of that. So not great. Let's see what else we got here. All Day doesn't need mental health checks yet. Same for Top Shot. Okay, that's fair, gross of Greg Oden, but I needed it. It was for me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that $250 price point, or $219, excuse me. It was $219. To the House, remember, they dropped the pack $40. Yeah, $219 stung a little bit. I think I probably got $150 back maybe, so it was an L for me, but you're kind of paying for the premium, right? You're paying for the shot at getting a Lego. So it's part of, that's priced in. And we also could have made the decision not to buy those moments, right? Like the writing was on the wall that the price was already down on that a little bit. NBL trying to already take a victory lap is hilarious. Yeah, I know. And I want NBL to get back on Club Top Shot, okay? Get back on Club Top Shot. I saw him and Andy swapping some money and moments yesterday. Get back on Club Top Shot. I want to hear that conversation, In Rumble, once lock happens, does it matter if you sell your moments? That's a great question. I actually thought you could sell it after lock, but I'm not entirely sure, Snoop. Burning rares ever gonna happen? Worth buying up to 30. So, I mean, Travis, I think it's gonna happen, but I also don't know. I think at some point we'll see it. We'll see it happen. I think they're gonna, again, like they have tweaked so much in the first 5 weeks. I think you just give them the opportunity to continue to tweak. And again, like I said 20 minutes ago or 10, however long ago, time's a flat circle. I hope that they had this planned out for like 8 weeks, that they were like, okay, we'll tweak it this way. We'll try this out. And then, regroup after your 8-week plan, assess the situation, assess the market, assess the user base, and then decide what direction to go. I think that's how smart leadership and infrastructure works. Um. Anyways, yeah, Coop. You can sell them after the 1 p.m. lock. There you go. So once lock hits, sell. Shout out Coop. But yeah, so the question was like, should you be going out there and buying rares? Listen, I don't know. If I was going to do it, I'd be looking for mid-tier rares. And by mid-tier, I mean like that 50 to 70 range. Not because I want to burn those, but if I'm wrong, I don't want to be sitting on a bunch of JD Davis, or I don't think that's his name. Now I'm embarrassed. What was his name? Who was the cheapest one? Like, I don't want to be sitting on a bunch of these rares that people aren't excited about, right? DJ Reed, excuse me, Mikael Walker, Dre Bly, especially like the historical ones. I don't want to be sitting on a bunch of those. I'd rather take shots in this. Let's look at this. Let's look at the 100. And again, none of this is financial advice. Just like, shut up. But I'd rather take some shots in this, 60 to 70 range here. Come on. Where we're looking at, let's see. DeAndre Swift, Devin Duvernay, the other Amon-Ra St. Brown, if you want exposure to that. Brandon Cooks. Like, I'd rather Zach Wilson. Like, I'd rather have moments of players that I actually I like. You know what I mean? That I can still use. Wait, is James Washington due back next week with the people? I thought he was going to be out for a while. I didn't realize that. I thought he was like missing the season. I didn't realize he was coming back. Man, Jalen Tolbert, if you were someone who was in the underdog best ball streets, scooping up Jalen Tolberts, yikes. He looks like it's not going to work out. I thought with Gallup missing a few weeks, with James Washington missing weeks, I thought he was going to get some run, and instead it was Noah Brown season. But we get those free rares this week too. That's true. I'm not saying buy rares. He's saying I'm holding the Myles Garrett rare I bought for the challenge. Now he's down to 85 and I want another. Here you go. Speaking of team bottleneck, is anybody tracking who's been burned the most so far? Yeah, shout out Diamond. If you guys aren't following Diamond on Twitter, he's also running a Discord. He's doing some real good work, and he pops in a team hold every once in a while. But follow Diamond on Twitter. He's been sharing updated information on stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know who I know is Heineke, which is actually kind of funny because it sounds like Carson Wentz might be getting benched soon. I can't imagine Heineke is like the best option though for the Washington Commandos. But that is what it's looking like right now. So if Heineke all of a sudden comes back and he's only got that one moment that's been burned to pieces, it'd be kind of funny. It would be kind of funny. I don't know. Anything else? You guys have anything? Any other hot takes? Anything you want to get in there? Yeah, Jalen Reagor, Cole. Which Cole? Keelan Cole? Orion said, anyone got a link? I'll let Diamond share it. Oh, Coop said that's info is on OTM as well. Markets. All right, let me pull it up. Markets, then circulation will show you burned amount. Market. Circulation. Oh, here we go. Jalen Reagor, 2872. Taylor Heineke, 2788. Keelan Cole, 2698. Shout out Kendrick Bourne. Let's see who's the best player that's been burned the most. That is hilarious though. If there's 5,600 owned, that's gonna be really funny if like he's needed for a challenge. The best player, Lil Jordan Hump, LJ Humpin, Jameer Bird. That's who I burned this week, I think. Josh Gordon. Shout out Josh Gordon, man. Shout out Josh Gordon. Lil Jordan Hump. Hot take, the Cowboys beat the Rams. I don't think that's a hot take. I think the Cowboys are good. I've been shorting the Rams all season long. I've been shorting the Rams. Make sure to pump Friday's show. Big Ticket apparently has a fire ramp prepared as usual. I've got nothing. Yeah, so Friday, let's hit you up. I'm not even going to tell you the basketball content, okay? I'm not even going to tell you the basketball shows we have because everybody's bummed out. But for foosball, Shot Tank is back tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, and it's on Team Hold. Be John Boy, Skeet, actually Jeb Bush, and TST returns from the classroom. Then Friday at noon, the same time, Jay Light and Big Ticket will be on. And then Sunday, John and I will be back. We'll probably give away another premium pack like we did this past week, which just reminded me I haven't. Garen, if you're watching, I got to give AJ your name. I forgot to do it. My take has cooled with the Rumble news. There you go. Shout out Rumble. Yeah, if you missed the beginning of the show and haven't checked your email yet, OTM doubled the prize pool for this week. What? So that's right. They did a fat 20K, same prize pool up top. However, the top 1,000 get some dollars, some dapper bucks. So there you go. All right, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to hang for a few more minutes. If you got anything hot for me, if you got any takes you need me to get out there, anything you want me to touch upon, throw it in the chat and I'll hit you with it. And then we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna wrap up 15 minutes early just to save my beautiful throat. Kevin Williams, Kevin, I feel like we haven't seen you in a while. He says, I like stacking moments, but I think there should be a limit on how many stacked moments as a collector can sell per day, week to protect the overall market going forward. Interesting. This is what I would tell you. This is what I would say, Kevin. This sounds nice, right? However, then you're telling people when they can sell stuff. And based on how people react when you do that, I can see a lot of people getting pissed. So I don't know. I would imagine most people would disagree with this because if you were someone who was stacking. Let's see. Reed said, how are you feeling about the sets after the one last week and then nothing this week? I think that's fine. Again, I think we should let them pull some levers. I think we should and not expect it to come. I definitely think we're going to see more of it. I think, but maybe it's not going to be every week, which I think is fine. I think that's fine because then it keeps people from being like, oh, I got to complete everything before next week. So I'm not too mad about that. Reward packs tonight or tomorrow? My guess is tomorrow, but hopefully tonight. What do you think about the all-day packs for rewards in the Bud Light NFT Survivor game? I do not give a flying fuck. Mainly because I don't know who is going to get a Bud Light NFT that's probably not already in NFL all day. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the market for people not already in sports and Web3 and Bud Light NFTs are not already crossed over, but I'm pretty sure it is. Lapka said, I'm not going to go over it right now, Lapka, but we have, I forget what the exact numbers were, but we have a Lego moment for first place, a legendary Top Shot moment, which I'm going to scoop on the marketplace for $8 in November. But a legendary moment, and we've got some rares for second, third, and fourth, I believe. So I'll take a look at that on Friday. I'll pull that up on Friday. $50 steep for those cans. Yeah. I mean, you can pay a lot less for cans on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Bang! What a joke. Just firing on all cylinders today. Jules is here. What's up, Jules? Jeb feeling rugged from his previous Bud Light NFT. I think he was buying a Bud Heavy, though. You know what I mean? I'm late, but that intro is straight fire. Thank you, Jason. You can get a can for free. I don't know. Listen, I shouldn't FUD it. I don't know enough about it. I'm just tired of people telling me to buy different NFTs. So yeah. No, shout out Lapka. Thanks for being here, man. Lapaka. But yeah, I'll update that on Friday. I honestly haven't looked at it, mainly because I picked the Panthers in week 1 against Cleveland Browns. I'm so stupid. I really am. I'm stupid. Zach says it's not even 1 p.m. and I want a beer, dude. I know. I'm trying a new thing out where I'm still drinking, but I'm not. I feel like I was getting into a habit of just like, oh, well, I got to stream tonight. We'll have a beer. Not like going wild, but I was just like constantly like, oh, I'll have a beer tonight. We're slowing it down now. So just on trivia nights and then probably Sundays. That's it though. When are you going to start dunking on ballers again? Nah, dude, that's dunking on ballers right now is basically bullying. If ballers was doing well, I'd make fun of them, but I'm not. I'm not going to make fun of ballers anymore. I'm turning on a new leaf now where I'm only going to make fun of myself and Poker Pro Eric. And that's it. We're all the same 500. Yeah, it goes to Greg Oden. It's true. We are all the same 500 people passing around moments to each other. Just passing them around. Hold on. I saw there was an announcement. What it's Veerman. Today I'm excited to announce my newest tool called Today in Moments. Similar to Word of the Day calendar, Today in Moments will tweet about the history of moments from sports that happened on the day. Oh, that's pretty cool. Shout out Veerman, man. Veerman's the freaking GOAT. That dude takes more shit from people sometimes. I'm gonna share a screen here and show you guys what I'm talking about. Here we go. Let's pull this up. Here we go. So look at this. Look at this shit right here. Shut up, Veerman. So similar to a Word of the Day calendar, Today in Moments will tweet about the history of moments from sports that happened on that day, currently NBA and WNBA. So here we go. Today, October 5th, in 2008, Detroit Shock shooting guard Katie Smith at 18-6, including this layup at home. And then you see the moment. 2011, Lynx, Maya Moore. There we go. And I can already tell people are like, oh, why is it just WNBA moments? Why are you only WNBA moments on this thing? Hey, guys, the NBA wasn't happening yet. It doesn't start for 2 more weeks. When NFT Bud Bowl. I'm seeing more stuff about the Ungaia stuff. I know. Yeah, in retrospect, they won't be coming on the show again. I can say that comfortably. What else? What else we got? Anything else we need to hit before we get out of here? At least twice as many collectors will receive a 1-star playbook pack this week, which should be a nice boost to the collect. Yeah, again, the more opportunities for people to get in for a relatively cheap, you know what I mean? Like there's just more ways to engage without having to buy a bag. And we like that. We like that, Kevin. All right, gang, we are going to call it there. Listen, back tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm also doing something with the judge today at 3 o'clock. You can find that if you're into it for Super Draft. Otherwise, I'll see you tonight. We'll be back again tomorrow. If you're only here for football content, come to Shot Tank and then also come back on Friday. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. And let's roll out. We out. Footy ball, football, footy ball, touch my balls. We got footy ball in the backyard, footy ball in the front yard. Footy ball, kick them balls. Footy ball, touch my balls. Footy ball.